Alright folks, I don't have a fancy opening for the final week of episodes. Echoes, we haven't actually been playing a lot of Destiny. By the time this goes up, we've been hard at work working on Space Marines 2. Finished the whole campaign for that. It was amazing. And we're still playing Helldivers on the side too, so weirdly enough, I'm not even playing that much Destiny right now. I kind of feel bad for spending so much time away from Destiny, but you know what? I mean, sometimes the game just loses the grips on you for a little bit, and then you come back stronger than ever. They did announce some stuff that's happening for Destiny as far as the future of Destiny. We'll kind of talk about that more near the end of the episode. Let's just jump back in and just finish off the story. Not too sure where we're going with the story right now. We'll see how it ends. Again, it's really funny because a lot of my Destiny channels aren't even really covering the Destiny stuff that's happening right now in the game. I feel kind of bad for them. Morale was at an all-time low prior to their announcement for what's happening for the future of Destiny. But, you know, we'll see. Let's just see what's happening now. I think we're gonna go do that mission one more time. Failsafe watches you as you place a new specimen in one of her blah blah blah. Oh no, this is something else. Never mind.
The conductor waits at the core of Nessus, working to awaken the planet and consume us in a flood of radiolaria. All in the name of her golden age, where she reunites with Chioma. Guardian, we cannot fight against the echo of command. But I think we could find Chioma. The Chioma Maya thinks of as hers. Failsafe believes she could isolate a signature using Chioma's original logs on Neomuna. Maya is still confined to the Nessus network, so that information remains out of her reach. It's the only advantage we've got. If we took that signature back to the lab, we could succeed where Maya has failed. Listen, I won't put another life in Maya's hands, not after what she's done. But if anyone could make her understand, it would be the one Chioma she's been searching for. I realize this is a long shot. Failsafe has prepared a contingency plan in case this goes wrong. One way or another, the conductor's search ends now.
Oh, okay, so they talked about this last week, and we thought this was a long shot, so I guess they are really going to look for the real Maya and try to have her convince, or the real Chioma and have her convince Maya to stop. Their seal on Ikora's verses prepares you for one more journey into Maya's laboratory. Ikora believes Chioma herself may be the key to ending this conflict, and she thinks she knows a way of isolating her signal from Chioma Maya thinks of as hers. Failsafe is standing by to help you retrieve the necessary tech to pull Chioma's signature from the Vex network. But she has also prepared a contingency plan in case things go badly. How much more badly do things need to get before things are like this happen? Are we just going straight back into the exotic mission? Oh, where are we here? Search the Neomuna and Veil containment terminals for the quantum signature of the true Chioma. Oh, we're going back to Neomuna? God, I haven't been there forever. You think doesn't Maya remember that this place would also be a good place to check out for the signature for Maya? Or for Chioma? The 10th anniversary of Destiny thing. I mean, they didn't really do like a special event for it or anything. I think the armor, if I saw correctly, the armor's somewhere on the Pale Heart. We might go look for it. I think it's just in the tower somewhere, so... Man, it's so weird to not be playing as Destiny. I think this is like the longest I've gone without playing Destiny religiously, and it's just no longer hitting that itch for me anymore. You know what I'm saying?
Captain, the Veil terminal on Neomuna should hold a trace of the Chioma Esi the conductor thinks of as hers. If I attune to it, I can match its frequency and find the corresponding Chioma in the conductor's lab. I think. Then we can pull that Chioma's consciousness through, I think. And then she can talk the conductor out of murdering us, I think. I've isolated the signal. It's one of hundreds, but it's the same as the conductor. I'm ready to carry out Ikora's orders. But first, we need a plan B. Take me to an active Vex network node on Neomuna. I have an idea.
Okay, plan A, install a network relay for Failsafe to boost your connection. Relay installed. Do they want us to just escape? Oh, bruv, I can't escape through here. I have to just teleport back. Yeah, Living Harbor. Okay, so plan A is finding Chioma and having her convince Maya to stop. That's plan A, but her plan B is something to do with the Vex on Neomuna? Oh! God, we haven't had a reason to be at Neomuna for forever. They did announce that during their... Oh, no. We'll talk about it later in the end of the episode about what the future of Destiny is holding. But they did announce some interesting things as far as what we can expect for future content drops. I don't really want to talk about it right now. I want to talk about it, but I don't want to talk about it right now. Okay, so if she tries to partition us from the Vex network on Nessus, at least we have a way back into the Vex network. Just in case. You know what I'm saying? Alright, now what? Is it back to the exotic mission? Oh, crap, it is. Encore Coda. We got a Stasis and Void Surge and Arc Threat. Stasis and Void. I mean, this is a Stasis weapon. Fire and Forget. Void. I mean, we might as well use Choir of One if it's Void Surge. And then we'll use Lost Signal. So Stasis and Void. Stasis. Void. Actually, too, we're going to use our exotic class item. Spirit of Caliban. I haven't even masterworked this yet. I probably should. Full and Ascendant Shards. And we have exotic ciphers, so we might as well use this as well. And since we're using Stasis or Void, let's use Silence and Squall. And then we can upgrade our stats on a different thing. Probably on Discipline. That's the only thing that we can have a little bit more of. And then we're going to do Autoloader for Stasis. Alright. Oh, we should probably do Autoloader on Stasis, but I also want, like, Void drops. Okay.
Guardian. You venture into Sandaresh's domain once again. But now, I have a word of caution.
What?
I know how Saint felt when the conductor called to him. I recognize it from when Savathun had her hold over me. Thoughts that are not your own. Flashes of another consciousness encroaching on yours. And soon, rattling against the bars of your own mind. Even as you try to ask forgiveness for what you have been made to do, I feel it again. The conductor grows more dangerous each passing moment. We cannot know the extent of the Echo's power until we see it for ourselves. I know it will not end with the Vex or with Saint. It will end with us all. Go, Guardian. We must finish this before we too are compelled.
We've never been compelled to do anything against our will. It'd be an interesting twist to be forced to do something like that, but no, it hasn't happened yet, unfortunately. The Guardian doesn't really have anything that compels him or forces him to fight against his team. Again, it would be an interesting twist to things if that was the case. But, you know, we'll see. Alright, the only way into this thing is through up here. I scared me for a second. It sounded like something else. Not too sure how much of this I'm going to show, just because we're not entirely sure if this mission's going to change all that much. Again, I know from last week to this week that some of the mechanics might have changed. Oh, we're getting close to something, though. Oh, but we're getting further away from it. Oh! I'm not sure why our proximity sensor was beeping. There's not really anywhere we can go from here, is there? Research specimen detected. Oh. Is there something? Oh, I didn't realize there was more than one way inside. Is this a different way? Oh, this could be new, because I've never experienced coming this direction before. Oh. Oh, dang it. This is definitely new. At least new to us. Oh, it just literally leads us back over here. Didn't realize there was multiple ways inside the facility. Cool.
Failsafe's countermeasures will put an end to Sanderes's research here.
That, and finding the Chioma from Maya's timeline will hopefully finish this.
Alright, that
Our
part's over.
calibrations on Yamuna will allow us to locate Chioma within the Vex net. But even if we succeed, and find the version of Chioma that Sanderes is searching for, I'm not certain it will be enough. We shall see. I can only hope that my fears are unfounded.
Like specimen. that encounter.
Even if Sandaresh fails eternally at her goal, she will eat away at our reality until it is subsumed by her vex. We learned of her methods with the Veil. Each successive experiment, another step towards her own oblivion.
We've isolated the signature for Dr. Esi's consciousness from Neomuna. Her Chioma could convince Maya to end this.
Her Chioma stood by and watched it happen before.
Alright, time for the moment of truth. Let's see what's inside the slab.
Wait, I don't... This is her. Chioma Esi. From our own past. Here. Dead. She's been thrown away too? Does Maya know what she's done?
Fidelity test. When did you first tell me you loved me?
I wish I could remember a time I loved you.
Elaborate.
I watched the woman I loved whittle herself away. Compromise by compromise. And I stood by you in each atrocity. Now all I see in front of me is a monster. Not my sunrise.
I'm trying to save you. You're not my Chioma. If you were her, you would understand. Degassi.
I am her. What I am not is your personal delusion.
You're like all the others. Scared and shallow-minded. Degassing exomind. Emotional fidelity test failed.
She found her Chioma and discarded her like all the rest.
That was my fear. Maya knows what she's become. There is no version of her wife who would accept her as she is now.
Yeah, she's searching for something that doesn't exist. She found her wife already, but threw her away because, like, no, you can't be her. Because she would understand. Like, no, she's really tilted badly. So, time to put her down for good.
Sandaresh is so shrouded by her own obsession that she did not even recognize the Chioma from her own simulation.
But she'll keep searching. Murdering Chioma again and again. Trying to find someone who's already dead.
If just for that, she must be stopped.
Calculating chances of the Vex Mind survival against our combined efforts. It's done so, Captain.
Come on, baby, we're almost done. Oh god, can I shoot it from here? Oh!
Guardian, you will have to confront her again. This will end. Saint, do you have the coordinates?
I am here, Osiris. I am ready.
Is that a wise course of action, Osiris?
Sundaresh, you are obsessed. Can't you see that? You already found your Chioma.
You've destroyed my work. And now you're coming for me? So be it.
Guardian, I will stand with you. I know who I am. She won't command me again.
Maya will never listen to us.
We have to try.
There is no walking back from what she's done to Chioma Esi.
We must give her a choice. She can still surrender.
You'd hope.
I'll be by your side when she doesn't.
It's like, she could still surrender. It's like, yeah, she can. I was figuring that the door was going to open because all these weird locks. I noticed this during the boss fight, that the locks around that door over there in the far end of the hallway were like all of them were lit up finally. I think last week they weren't. So I was like, okay, so for sure something's going to happen through that big door in the back of the boss room. Oh, we just come back here again. Never mind.
You had to drag me down to bleed in the mud with you.
How many died to find the Chioma you call yours? Even then, you cast it aside.
You think that facsimile, that copy, was my Chioma, with fear behind her eyes? No, not mine.
Splitting hairs to justify murder? You sound like Clovis.
Oh, an emotional assessment. Life is prototypes and iterations. Each past you relative to you now. Third-dimensional beings struggle with this concept.
No more words. Surrender!
Why? How will you compel me if I refuse?
The Force? I don't know.
Put it down, Ikora. Honestly. The rest of you, lay down your arms. Thank you. Now, come, drink your fill. Let me change your mind.
You can choose to end this differently. Let this obsession go.
Choice is the ego raging against the inevitable.
You may not see a choice. But I make my own fate.
I command you.
Not this time.
Oh, they both got the cast of Super, but I didn't. Oh.
I can only make you look. Perhaps, in time, you will see.
Wait, we need the Echo, don't we? Where to go?
She escaped. The Echo with her.
Oh my gosh, she got away. Awesome. I guess I thought she was just like the temporary figurehead for the Vex on Nessus, but I'm willing to bet she's just gonna be like the permanent leader of the Vex now. The Echo of Command doesn't really help her all that much anymore because Guardians like us can resist it. But the Vex are so disorganized now without any sort of centralized intelligence since we destroyed all of them that, yeah, I think she's just the new leader now. Whoops, we might have goofed. Darn it, I really wanted to try to capture her. Or to at least take the Echo from her. She can stay inside the Vex network and keep playing around. We don't really care, we just don't want her to have something like the Echo at her command still.
Greetings, Captain. I am quite pleased that you are alive. My planetary scans reveal that the Vex machinery within Nessus is dormant once again.
Yay.
Perhaps learning the truth about Chioma caused Maya to question her own judgment and halt her plans for galactic domination.
Or maybe she changed her mind when Saint Unit and Ikora blasted the paint off her chassis.
Either way, she has vanished into the Vex network. I will continue monitoring Nessus, but I believe we can celebrate a successful mission.
Well, you can celebrate, at least. I was part of a crew again, and now it's over. I don't like goodbyes. You know, I thought I'd be sadder. Usually when I'm alone, it's like whoever left turned off the lights behind them. It gets real dark. But now, there's still a little brightness left. It's not coming from you, or Saint Unit, or Captain Jacobson. I guess it's me. I think maybe I can keep going just for me. See you around, Captain. Thanks for everything.
We have upgraded her quite a bit, so that's good. Failsafe voice drops. Blah, 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 blah. Failsafe congratulations on the successful mission, but it's clear her heart isn't in it. I was part of a crew again, and now it's over. Don't like goodbyes, but quiet hope creeps into her edges of her voice. You know, I thought I'd be sadder. Usually when I'm alone, it's like whoever left turned off the lights behind them. But now, there's a little light, a little brightness left. I guess it's me. She's been upgraded so much and her personality has changed with all the upgrades we've given her, so I'm assuming, yes, she's fine now. Captain's log. Oh, we've already... There's just the weekly stuff being done. We got another one of these chronophages. We can upgrade one more thing. Kvostog. And then they want us to talk to Saint. He's just standing right there.
You found traces of Maya, Guardian? So she still lives, hidden somewhere in the Vex network. I hope she will abandon her terrible search for her lost Chioma. But I fear she may be beyond reason. Maya wanted everything just so. But people do not always fit cleanly into a frame. They spill out over the edges. That beautiful mess is what makes us who we are. If you demand only perfection, you will end up alone. For no one is perfect. Of course, some of us are closer than others. Ha! Hi, Joe. I know who I am. I accept myself and all my flaws. And to me, I am enough.
There you go, Saint.
You understand what I am saying, Failsafe?
I understand, Saint Unit. I'm not gonna do a little speech about it, but I understand.
Yay, she gets it too.
Good enough.
Rising Chorus Act 3 quest complete. We should get her off of Nessus. Get her own body so she can explore. Veiled Threat. Ooh, Athers's Embrace. Oh, it's only at 62 though, so no thanks. That's gonna be a no thanks. Alright, sweet. I think we're almost done. We just have the weekly story mission, or weekly terminal message to listen to.
Guardian, I hope the helm isn't too crowded. A broad audience would make this difficult. I miss Cade every day of my life. I thought I'd moved on. I was wrong. I can't forget my friend, my teammate, my favorite jerk. Death cuts a wound in the living. It scabs over, but anything can tear it open again. We all bear this wound eventually. The Maya Sundaresh who became the conductor couldn't accept that. She wanted her wife back, no matter how much she hurt Chioma doing it. Her actions were dangerous. Beyond that, they were cruel to the woman she loved. There's nothing I want more than to speak with Cade again. The Pale Heart gave us a second chance. It wasn't enough. The burden of the living is that life continues, despite our grief. Despite those who don't continue with us. It troubled Osiris to see his drive reflected in Maya. I see myself in her grief. I see Zavala. And yet it's not grief we condemn, but her actions. I always find I learn best by teaching. Thank you, Guardian, for being a patient student.
Oh. I mean, all's well that ends well, so or so. I don't really know. I mean, we didn't even really get to fight Maya. We just got to fight her stupid Hydra 3 times in a row. And we only confronted her in cutscenes, and we didn't even get the echo of command from her. Or we didn't even kill her. She escaped with both her life and the echo. That seems kind of like a... I don't know. It seems kind of like a lackluster ending for Maya. I really wanted to take her down, but we didn't get a chance to. The game wouldn't allow us to actually take her down fully. So, I mean, it is what it is. I'm not sure how to feel about the story. The story, in my opinion, took way too long to pick up. And by the time it finally ended up picking up, it was already closer to the end of the season. And I don't know. I'm kind of disillusioned with the whole storyline behind this. I kind of wish we had a little more time with Maya and her persona as a conductor and taking her down and getting a better understanding as to ooh, it's just a Vex Eye. Interesting. And just get a better understanding as far as who she what she was about, but we didn't really even get a chance to do that. But I mean, it is what it is. So the story is over. I don't really know how to feel about the story, just because an anomalous transmission appears to have bled over from the Vex Eye. They must have been thoroughly investigated. Oh, Epilogue. Anonymous voices. A temporal anomaly has been detected on Europa near the Bray exercise. Oh, Epilogue. Oh, it is not done yet. Okay. This is slightly different because they usually don't give us an epilogue this early. But okay, there's just 2 quest steps, just one thing and then another. So they want us to investigate something on the Bray exoscience. But I think we just took a little too long with the ramp up and the research and the investigating, and not enough time actually spending time with our villain. I'm hoping next episode. I mean, they call it episodes now, but we're transitioning back to seasons next year. This whole episode and quality of life improvements I did to the game with the final shape has proven to be not a spectacular failure, but a big enough failure enough to where, like, they've put out a whole new roadmap for seasons being free from now on. We don't pay for seasons anymore. or their activities, they're free. However, we're only getting, instead of 3 seasons a year, we're only getting 2. And the only thing you're paying for the season is if you want the battle pass or whatever, and then if reverse items, They also said that I think they even said that new planets and new destinations would be free. And that we're supposedly getting 2 more expansions that they have planned for right now. For next year, at least that they've announced. They just call them like projects, whatever and whatever. They've announced some quality of life changes in terms of that. The 10th anniversary, they announced that Icebreaker will be coming back as the dungeon exotic for the next season's dungeon.
Guardian, we've got incoming Vex.
Which is really cool.
What do you say we do what Guardians do?
They have announced some stuff that they have announced things that the community wanted, which is a reason to keep playing, because we weren't even sure what the future for Destiny was going to be. I think after the spectacular failure of Concord, they've kind of come to the conclusion that the game, maybe if like a hero shooter is not like the best idea for their future. I mean, Concord, they spent like almost a decade working on that game, and it only lasted less than 2 weeks before Sony pulled it down. And now that Sony's in charge, they're probably taking a really hard look at Bungie and being like, hey, is this marathon shit even worth putting out at this point? Because I mean, you look how badly Concord did. Are you guys really willing to bank your you're really willing to bank your studio on Concord? And they might have said no to some degree, and they started just like adding more stuff for Destiny once again, like they always do. So I'm not surprised that that's a thing. I just find it funny that that everyone was like, oh my god, they're abandoning Destiny, they're just moving on to Marathon full steam ahead. And then, nope, they said, like, no, we're going to actually do stuff for Destiny again, which is great. I'm happy about that. I don't know exactly where we're going to investigate the Epilogue thing. It just said Bray Exoscience. We are in the Bray Exoscience, I just don't know exactly where we're going inside of this. Oh? That looked like something. Yeah, I saw this from the outside. I'm like, what the hell is that? Access Vex simulation?
I leave this to you now, when it's too early to act. Before you have the faculty to understand its gravitas. You were already the age you fought to restore. Everything we've lost, you won't find it on this narcissist station. I will set it in front of you. Finely crafted and tuned. You mistakenly label it hubris and resist. As you know, failure is a catalyst. It breeds invention. Would you comprehend the endless permutations of our conversation on the riverbank? I was only trying to change your mind, to help you see a better future. That exchange did not always end in your favor. It does not have to still. You believe my ideology virulent. All right. Know that I have bled across time and under the skin of the cosmos. My knowledge became its fabric, filled its vessels, through its minds. Humanity is scattered, yet to see a collective focused. But in this infinite network the Vex have created, there is one answer. A golden timeline with a heavy cost.
Interesting. She had one more thing left for us to look into. Investigate the temporal anomalies in the mission you wrote, Encore. I have to go through Encore again just to find the last upgrade for Acquire of 1. So I don't know if that's going to be a separate video. I don't even know if it'll even be worth recording for that. It could just be just this final message from her. I can't imagine what kind of truth bomb she would drop on us for it to be something worthwhile. But yeah, guys, I think we're gonna call it here for this episode. I mean, this is I don't know if this is gonna be the last episode for episode Echoes. It probably will be until we get the next major content drop in the next episode. I think the next episode is called Episodes, not Harbinger or Heretic. It was something like, oh, it's called Echoes. It's episode Revenant, actually. And I think they're doing something different with the next episode where all of Act 1's content is going to be made available at launch. I don't know if I will be able to record a massive playthrough of that. I might just cut it up into sections and just do like part 1, part 2, and part 3 for that. That's probably the only way I'm going to be able to put that content properly. We're still working. We think we've basically finished up Space Marines. I got to edit the last few videos for that playthrough. And then we're going to do some episodes for the operations missions you can do in there. And then lastly, we're going to... I don't know if we'll show off the multiplayer. We might. I'm not too sure yet. I mean, Destiny just doesn't have its grips in me like it used to anymore. I don't know if we'll maybe it's just a story. Maybe I'll be more excited for Revenant. I know for sure I was looking more forward to Revenant and Heretic than whatever this was going to be. This was like their trial run for episodes, and I think they've learned a lot. They've learned so much from this. They're just abandoning the whole episode format, I think, and they're just going right back to seasons again. And they said in their last major update for the game that they're going to try to do something different. They're going to overhaul the systems as far as like how the playlists work. They're going to overhaul how seasons are dealt out. The seasons are going to be free. The new destinations will be free. Expansions, they're trying to do, like, you know, one for next year and the one for the year after that. They're going to try to do something with, like, the crafting system as far as being able to upgrade vanilla guns to, like, tier 5 guns, where, like, crafted guns can get, like, a, you know, enhanced 3rd and 4th columns and then, like, a masterwork, but then you're going to actually upgrade the mag options and the barrel options, which will be cool. I don't know if you can do that for... I don't know if they'll allow us to do that for pre-existing guns. I don't know. It's hard for me to be optimistic because it seems like Bungie only decides to cook once again when their back is up against the wall, when they see how badly Concord did for their hero shooter. And I know, like, Marathon's supposed to be an extraction shooter, but I think seeing a Sony property fail so spectacularly, it's really kind of putting a fire under them to maybe not entirely abandon Destiny and maybe cool on the whole Marathon thing, because I don't know if anybody is still excited for that game to come out. And I think they got a rude awakening with the whole Concord failure, it being a Sony property, and being like, hey, if your next game fails as spectacularly as Concord does, we're going to shut you down, just like we did for the Concord studio. And, yep, but I'm sure they have that on their radar now. Yeah, guys, I don't have a whole lot left to close out this video with. If you've enjoyed the playthrough for this episode, be sure to leave a like down below. Be sure to subscribe. It helps with the algorithm. You know the drill. I always appreciate those who actually leave a like. It really helps push the channel out. But yeah, guys, other than that, I'll see you guys all in the next one. Take care.